What's going on, guys? It's Ninja Chortle, and I wanted to come back with a little bit of a update with Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. This is something that I feel is worth talking about, so let's just get right into it. Yesterday, around mid-afternoon, news broke as a press release from Marvel saying that in August, their variant covers for various issues of their actual comic books will be celebrating of sorts with comic book covers of Marvel vs. Capcom images. So it will be 20 issues in total that will have variant covers featuring Marvel vs. Capcom. So if you're not familiar with that at all, what a variant cover is, there is a normal comic book issue that comes out and it has a standard cover, whatever it is that the artists and the writers deem as an appropriate cover. It is standard, but then there's variant covers that sometimes, depending on however Marvel and everyone else involved decides, there may be one out of every 8 issues, and one out of every 2 issues, one out of every 50 issues, whatever it is. The cover will be different than that of the standard, so it's a variant cover, making it more of a collector's item. And again, those values also wane depending on how available that cover is. So these 20 issues will be coming out around sometime in August, probably throughout the month. Now, what I want to talk about is not the actual images that are going to be on these covers, because that has not been released. We don't know exactly what these covers are going to look like at the very moment right now. When I do get an update on that, I will be more than happy to share with you guys what those images will be, but right now they are not released. However, we're going to look at the list of what comics they're going to be covering, and it is on your screen now. Let's go through the list. 20 different comic books. All new Guardians of the Galaxy, Spider-Man, Avengers, Black Panther, Champions, Defenders, Doctor Strange, Generations Hulk and Totally Awesome Hulk, Generations Unworthy Thor and Mighty Thor, Hawkeye, I Am Groot, Invincible Iron Man, Mighty Thor, Rocket, Secret Empire number 8, which I believe is the final issue of that storyline. Maybe not. Maybe I think it might be 9 as well. I'm not sure. Spider-Man, Spider-Man slash Deadpool, Thanos, the Mighty Captain Marvel, and Venom. Now, this to me, which I'm going to 100% speculate right now, is as defining of a stance as they're going to get right now is towards the standing of the X-Men and the Fantastic Four going to be in Marvel vs. Capcom. What do I mean by that? I'm saying is, why would they not include any of the X-Men titles in this variant cover if X-Men characters were going to be in the game? Now, I've already gone on record and said in previous videos that I don't believe that the X-Men are going to make it into the initial release date roster for Marvel vs. Capcom. I thought they were going to be DLC. However, I still would think that even if they were DLC, that Marvel would want to put at least some variant covers on the X-Men issues to continue the synergy. So what all this is with Marvel, this is all synergy. So I'm actually very pleased that they're doing this with these comic books, to have that kind of cross promotion of their products and services, because you look at something like Injustice, which just came out this week. You have the Injustice video game and the Injustice 2 video game, and then there's also Injustice comic books that not only relate directly to the game but expand upon the actual story and provide a lot of the missing holes that you don't get in the game experience, even though you don't necessarily need to read the comics to enjoy the game. But if you read the first Injustice series, you would know that there's a whole lot going on, especially with the whole Robin and Nightwing thing, that you wouldn't get by playing the games. You only get that with the comic books. That's not going to happen here at all with these comic books. It's just the cover, but it's at least something that you know that Marvel is working on, trying to have some sort of cross promotion between their different forms of media. But once again, there are no X-Men involved in this. If I was just an X-Men fan and I had no idea Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite was coming out and I only bought X-Men comic books, I wouldn't see anything about this game in these variant covers. As far as the Fantastic Four goes, no, they at this current time right now they do not have an ongoing series, so there's nothing with Reed Richards and the whole gang. However, one, Doctor Doom does have his own title. He is the infamous Iron Man. He actually is Iron Man right now in the comic books, so he does have a comic book going on. He's playing the role of a hero, if you don't know, and it's pretty cool, so it's worth checking out. But that's not on this list. Again, no Fantastic Four, and with the X-Men, it's not like they only have one or two comics to choose from, and they just got so happened to be cut off this list. But the actual X-Men right now, they have X-Men Gold, X-Men Blue, Astonishing X-Men, which is coming out, I believe, in June or July. They have the ongoing series for Weapon X, Jean Grey, Iceman, Cable. They have Generation X, which just launched yesterday, and they still have all new, all different Wolverine and Old Man Logan. Off the top of my head, that's about 9 titles by the time that these variant covers come out. So it's not like it is a small coincidence or anything like that that the X-Men titles weren't included in this variant cover promotion. This seems very deliberate. So does this spell doom for our X-Men? I hope not. I seriously hope not. Anyone that knows me knows that I love Marvel and I love the X-Men, and one of the reasons why I love the Marvel vs. Capcom series is because it started deeply rooted in the X-Men, and it's what got me into the game. So them pretty blatantly saying right now in this press release that the X-Men are not going to be in this game. Again, this is 100% speculation on my part, but I think the evidence is right here, right in front of you. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think that the X-Men are completely out of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, that they have no chance of making it into the game? I do want to reiterate, I did say this in also a previous video covering the X-Men at length, that it is still completely possible for the X-Men to be in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. This has nothing to do with Fox, however, it does have to do with corporate synergy, and if anyone has a decision to make in this process, it is Bill Roseman. He is the head of their Marvel game. So if he wants the X-Men into this game, it's just a yes, put the X-Men into the game. That's his decision to make. Fox has nothing to do with this, but because of corporate synergy and cross promotion, that is one reason why X-Men are put in some games and sometimes they're not. There's the same problem with Marvel Future Fight. Marvel Future Fight has tons of characters in it, but has absolutely no X-Men or Fantastic Four. But then you have a game like Marvel Heroes that has the X-Men in it and is actually being ported to the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One right now. So I don't get it. I don't understand the process or the strategy or the reasons behind it, especially when there's so many in the fan base for Marvel vs. Capcom, for Marvel games, and just for Marvel products in general that love the X-Men and want to see them included fairly across all different forms of media, but they deliberately continue to keep them out. But again, let me know in the the comment section below what you guys think of this, and I will see you guys next time on more Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite news and anything else coming up that I love. See you guys later.